Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Cutler's Dolphins going up against Rivers' Chargers.
And Larry, I thank you. We are at the home of the Chargers for the next 4 years as you get a look at the StubHub Center here in the L.A. suburb of Carson. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line with the Miami Dolphins. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And some room to but Carlos Hyde. See you later. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big run there by Hyde. And even 50 yards. 1st and goal here from the 9. They'll run. Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now it's 2nd and goal. A give left to Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good, 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And that's complete to Gates. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Rivers, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Harris in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Wake in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. An update from Denver. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking deep downfield. Oh, some strong running. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Last year, the Chargers 5-11, so you wouldn't think that they would be tied for the league lead in interceptions, but they were, Charles, with 18.
And now they just need their offense, if they're going to do that again in 2017, to take advantage of and put more points on the board.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the Charles Harris selection by Miami at number 22 was the perfect match of player and need for the Dolphins. They needed to replace some guys on the edge, and guess what? This guy comes off of that so fast. What do you have, 18.5 tackles for losses last year at Missouri?
Led the entire SEC with those 18.5. Second down, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, I had a 1st-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight end. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I know that's something people say you have to live with Phillip Rivers as your quarterback. 52 interceptions over the last 3 seasons. But remember, he's been dealing with a depleted wide receiver core.
Yeah, that's very true. But those 52 interceptions over the last 3 seasons you mentioned, most in the NFL. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. Got some room at the 30. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big run there by Hyde. 45 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Rivers now. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Being checked. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Benjamin. He won't go down. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver, and the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. First down, a run with Hyde. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Again, it's Hyde. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over them, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it. At the 25. First throw for the backup Cutler. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Running left, here's Hyde. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They run it again with Hyde. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Cutler now to throw on 3rd down. They go screen pass to Hyde. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Cutler. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Handoff comes to Hyde. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
On second down, Hyde powering forward. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And the D looking like they may blitz. To throw, Cutler. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, third quarter now up in Seattle. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on first down. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the conversion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Stills. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Following the penalty, it's tied. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's Cutler to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play action. It's Cutler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back to the ground. This time it's high. All right, a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Cutler steps away to his left. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here, 2nd down and 10. Defense showing blitz. Let's go. Now they'll look to throw it with Cutler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long. Yeah, better against man than zone, or... Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles. And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run. Yeah, he's got some space. This is Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less. So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way. Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him. Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ready? Block 15!
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now it's 2nd and 7. On play action, Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
They're in the fourth quarter in Denver, and the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. A win would be their second on the young season. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Hey, downtown! Ready?
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 77 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They're in the fourth quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Carry number 20 here for Hyde. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll give to Hyde. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Hyde. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's Cutler. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. 23 yards on the play. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. Cutler. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Dolphins on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Cutler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Going deep for Benjamin. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rivers to throw. He's going to look for Allen now with a deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Detroit!
From the gun, Rivers. And that's complete to Gates. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Switch.
Play action now. Rivers. He's going to air one out. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Here's High, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A toss play. This is High. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Leopard!
Now what can Cutler do here in overtime? He's going to fire one deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Going for the deep ball. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers finds his target. It's Gates. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Halfback sent in motion. On second down, Rivers again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Charles Harris in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This to win it in overtime. Now Clemens. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed